My cousin Jason always had an excuse. If he needed money, it was because he was between jobs. If he missed a payment, it was because he had bad luck. If something went wrong, somehow, it was always someone else's fault. For years, my family believed him, including me. The first time he asked to borrow money, it was only a few $100s. He promised to pay it back within a month. He never did. Then he borrowed from my aunt, then my uncle, then my grandparents. Every time someone brought up repayment, he'd get offended. Wow, I didn't realize family was keeping score. That line worked surprisingly well. People felt guilty for asking. So they stopped asking. As time passed, Jason became more demanding. He'd show up at family gatherings and immediately start talking about his latest emergency, a broken car. An overdue bill, a landlord problem. There was always something. The strange part was that he somehow had money for expensive sneakers, concert tickets, and weekends out with friends. Nobody wanted to start an argument, so most people stayed quiet. Then my grandmother got sick. She wasn't wealthy, but she had saved carefully her entire life. While the rest of the family focused on helping her, Jason focused on something else, her money. I wish I was exaggerating. He constantly asked questions about her savings, her house, and what might happen in the future. The conversations made everyone uncomfortable. One afternoon, I overheard him telling another relative, "Honestly, after everything I've been through, I deserve a little help when the time comes." My grandmother was still alive. That comment spread through the family fast. People started paying closer attention to him, and what they noticed wasn't good. Several relatives discovered he had borrowed money from them using almost identical stories. Different emergencies. Same result. No repayment. No accountability. Still, most people avoided confrontation. Then came the moment that changed everything. A few months after my grandmother recovered, she invited the entire family to dinner. Near the end of the evening, she stood up and made an announcement. She had updated her estate plans. Jason immediately looked interested, a little too interested. Then my grandmother explained why she had made changes. Over the years, she had watched certain family members consistently help others, keep their promises, and take responsibility. She had also watched some people repeatedly take advantage of that kindness. The room became very quiet. Jason's smile disappeared. Without mentioning him directly, everyone knew exactly who she was talking about. The revised plan significantly reduced what he expected to receive in the future. The rest would be distributed among relatives who had supported the family when it mattered. Jason exploded. He accused everyone of turning against him. He called it unfair. He demanded explanations. For nearly 10 minutes, he argued with people who had spent years helping him. Then my grandmother finally spoke. "I didn't make this decision because of money," she said. "I made it because gratitude shouldn't be optional." Nobody had a response to that, especially Jason. After that night, something changed. Family members stopped giving him loans, stopped covering his bills, stopped rescuing him from consequences. For the first time in his life, his problems became his responsibility. At first he was furious, then he was shocked. Then, he was forced to figure things out on his own. The funny thing is that the family never punished him. We simply stopped rewarding him. For years, Jason believed being related to someone meant they owed him endless support. What he never understood was that generosity is a gift, not a guarantee. And eventually, even the most patient people stop funding someone who treats kindness like an entitlement.